Okay, ndewo. Abụ m Quinette Ogochukwu Ohaya. Okay, tata. Tata means today. When I said tata, I meant to say today. Okay, so tata means today. Tata, ihe anyị nwere ime bụ. Let me see if I can see everybody. I need to move it around. Okay, let me get the screen back. Okay, tata ihe anyị nwere ime wụ ihe a na-akpọ noun. Okay, noun wụ nnochi aha. Noun is something that replaces, it's like a name, a place, or thing. Okay, so I need you to pay attention. Very well. I'm going to slow down here. But if you get me rushing, let me know. Tell me. Please slow down, and I will slow down, okay? So feel free to tell me. Don't feel shy, don't be afraid to tell me. So we're doing noun today. And I want everybody to pay attention. If we are not getting it, let me know, please. It's very, very important to pay attention in this class because the topic we are doing is tricky. It's very, very tricky in a way. And I want everybody to get it before the class is over, okay? All right, see some people are making noise.
Can I share with you?
Yeah, huh? Somebody is saying something. Okay, now, no making noise if you're sitting with your sibling. If you're sitting with your sibling, okay? Take it easy. No noise. Okay, guys.
Yay!
All right, good. So when I mute you, do not unmute yourself. I want you to keep listening to me so that you will understand what I'm saying, okay? All right, thank you so much for that. All right, so today we have what we call noun. So I'm gonna start sharing the screen right now. And I'm gonna make it big. So the noun refer to when you're trying to say, okay, now I'm going to say about this person, this thing, this place. You guys, you did it in your school. Okay, so now is referring to person, places, or things. Okay. Let me mute everybody again. Okay, so you can only unmute yourself when I allow people to talk.
Don't do this.
Oh my God. Okay, parents, please. I requested that you stay with the little ones in the class. That way they do not disrupt because we have a lot of people here and I don't want any distractions or going back and forth. So please, if we have little ones, I need parents to stay with them. I don't want any noise in the class or else I will block them because a lot of people are here and they're here to listen and to learn. Okay, so the noun we're talking about. So I want you to really pay attention when you're saying something. We don't have anything like a way of, you say a word about a or there in Igbo. The only time you're say using the word is like when you're referring to yourself, and it's not called a, it's a. I will do this. It means agam eme ihe. I will come. Agam abia. Okay, that is the only time. But let me tell you what I'm talking about when it comes to noun. And noun is called something. In Igbo, it's called mkwaha. It's called mkwaha. That's what noun is all about. It's called mkwaha. So when you're doing this, there are ways you can say a word in English. But if you say it that way in Igbo, it is wrong. Wrong. So last week, somebody asked a question when I said, why should we use the subject or maybe before the noun, or why is it that we don't use the word the way it is in English? And that's why I want you to pay attention so that you know why. Okay, so I gave the example. When you say in English, Uche and I, Amarachi and I, or when I say, you and I, okay, we go somewhere. In English, in Igbo, you don't put it that way. In Igbo, it is wrong when you say you and I. But in English, it is grammatically correct. But in Igbo, it is grammatically wrong when you say you and I. In Igbo, it's supposed to be mu nage. So I put myself first before you. So I say mu nage. But in English, it is wrong. In English, it's basically me and you. People do say that, but it is grammatically wrong in English. Me and you, no. That is the correct way in Igbo. Mu nage, me and you. But the grammatical way to say it in English is you and I. Okay, you and I. Uche and I, Amaka and I, Anthony and I. Okay, so that's what we are going to explain now. And that's why I left this noun without introducing it before, because I know it's going to throw you off. Okay, so now it is very important, and I put the note here because I want you to read. I just don't want to start typing and giving you examples, but I want you to read. It is very important to know what depends on. If you know that depending on the contents of the sentence, okay, that these words are implied. For example, when you say iji ma, like iji ma out means example. When I say nwanyị or nwoke, but I'm gonna use the example of wine. Let me make it big here. When I say nwanyị, nwanyị means a woman. One is a woman. You can see the screen now, so I'm trying to make it big. So one is a woman. Okay, so one, you can say, okay, one can mean woman, a woman, or the woman. Remember up here I said there is, there isn't a way to say the word a or the in Igbo. The letter a, okay, or the word the. There's no way to say it. So I'm trying to explain to you. You need to pay attention. And now I'm using a woman to give you example, okay? And then you say one. Or for example, you can say nwoke, nwoke. And this nwoke can be, it can mean, wait a minute, can mean, come on, man. You see that? It can mean man. It can mean a man. Or the man. But you can say all these things in English, but you can't say it that way in Igbo. So in the end, I will give you time to ask questions, but right now, just listen. So yeah, make sure you have a book or a paper and pen or pencil with you. In case if I'm teaching and you feel like you want to ask me a question, I want you to write it down. That way, you don't forget the question when the time comes, okay? We're gonna use the last 10 minutes of the class to ask questions. I know we have new ones here. We work on you all. Okay, but pay attention, listen. Jot down your questions so that you don't forget, okay? All right, so you can say a woman, the woman, a man, the man, but you can't say that way in Igbo. You say one, that woman, that man, okay? Now, if you want to say more than one person, you say women, men, you can say nde or omo. Okay, pay attention here. Nde or omo. Okay. So what you're gonna say when it comes to the plural form of an Igbo, of a Igbo noun, okay, is spelled the same as it is singular. When you're doing the plural, like when you spell it the same way in Igbo. For example, let me say now, if you wanna say women, okay, women versus, okay, woman, okay, you can also say a woman or the woman. But then in Igbo, when you say women, okay, you can say, the only way to put it in a plural form, in a plural, the plurality there is, okay, is ụmụ nwanyị. Or you can say ndị nwanyị, okay? I want you to pay attention here. This is very important, okay? So you say women, you say ụmụ nwanyị. Now let me remove this. Let me do just one at a time. When you say women, you're trying to say ụmụ. Okay, we're going to punctuate it. Pay attention to your alphabet. We have regular U and we have the one that is not regular. The regular U is U, and then the one that is not regular is O. That's the one you find the dot, which is dot is called underneath it. Okay, so I am going to punctuate it now to make the sound that we are looking for. Omo. If you're not seeing the screen, let me know. I can make it bigger. Okay. Ụmụ nwanyị means women. Without ụmụ nwanyị, so there's no other way you can put it other than this. Ndị is another way to refer. You see that? Ndị. Let me see if I can make it there. I want to make sure you're seeing the screen very well. Okay, let me make it 20. Okay. Okay, so women. Now you say men. Okay, men. When you say men, you're trying to say ụmụ nwoke. Remember, a man means nwoke when it's singular. In English, you have a way of differentiating them, okay? Women, woman. If you want to say it in Igbo, you have no way of doing that. It is the same thing. The same thing it is, okay? The same way you say singular and plural. The only way to make it plural is when you put omo. Now, if you want to say children, okay? The only way to differentiate it in Igbo, omo, you put that omo, aka. So children means, I say umuaka, okay? Umuntakere. You have to put it. You don't put it, there's no way for you to make it plural when you have more than one from 2 and above, okay? So this is what it is. And then men is now ụmụ nwoke. Okay, ụmụ nwoke. All right. Now the teenagers. We have teenagers, boys, girls. You have a way of differentiating the gender. And then you can say, okay, ụmụ okorobịa, when you have more than one. But if it's one, you see, nwoke, nwa nwoke, you can say nwa nwanyị, nwoke, just one person. When you're trying to do the gender, male, female, nwoke, nwanyị. Then when you have many, in English you say men, you see that? Women. But in Igbo, you don't have it, you do not have the way of saying it that way. The only way you can say it there to make the noun come out is ụmụ nwanyị, ụmụ nwoke, ndị nwoke. Right now, if I want to give Angel, I'm giving Angel something. I say, Angel, you have, can you, okay, go give this into those boys. Go give it to those boys. Okay, ganye ya ndị nwoke ahụ. Those. Ganye ya ndị nwoke ahụ. Or you can say ganye ya. Or maybe I will say, okay, you ask me, Angel, or Amaka, you say, or Uchenna, or Auntie, what do I do with this? And then I will tell you, it belongs to those men, okay? Ụmụ nwoke, ụmụ nwoke, men, ụmụ nwoke, women, ụmụ nwanyị. Pay attention to that, please. This is very important. I want you to know that. Let me just put something there to help you. It's very important to know this. All right, so moving on now. Men, ụmụ nwoke, women, ụmụ nwanyị, or ndị nwanyị. You can also say ndị nwoke, nwoke. All right, so up here, down here. So let's see. So the plural form of an Igbo noun is spelled the same as it is its singular, the same as its singular form. So that's what I just explained this up there. Okay, so it is the same thing. The only way for you to make it the plural is when you put this omo or nde. Okay, and the Igbo nouns are not made plural by adding a. Okay, pay attention. Adding a. S. You can, like when you want to make a sentence in English, sometimes you add S to it, okay, at the end. Okay, so you don't do that in Igbo. It's not like that in Igbo. So I want you to make sure you're making your note if you have a question, because I do not allow questions in between. Okay, so there's time for it. To make nouns plural in Igbo, you can either use omo or nde. I just said it up there. Okay, so use omo if you want to make something plural. If you want to say the children are running around, ụmụaka na-agbagharị. Okay, let's type it. Let's help you out. So we're gonna say ụmụaka na-agbagharị. Ụmụaka. Okay, children. Let me say children. All right, so we want the children are running around. Okay, so if you want to say this, children are running around. Okay, the children, okay, children alone, children. So this is how you say it. I'm going to remove this because I don't want to confuse you. Children, you say ụmụaka. Ụmụaka, you can hyphenate it. You can do this. Ụmụaka, or you can remove it, it doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and punctuate the ụmụaka. You're supposed to have dot underneath you, which is so O with the dot is pronounced O, ụmụaka. All right, okay, so let's take this. All right, so nwokorobịa, a teenage boy. Nwokorobịa, a teenage girl. Nwa agbọghọbịa. Now let's do this. Teenage boy, teenage girl. Okay, so we do this. Don't forget what we are doing here. We're doing the plural way of, bringing the noun into something. Okay, nwokorobịa is a teenage boy. Nwa okorobịa. Nwa okorobịa. Nwokorobịa. Some people just put it just in a short form way. okorobia. You can say okorobia. You can say nwa okorobia. So okorobia. Then teenage girl, aborobia. Can say nwa abo, nwa. Pay attention. Abo, abo, GB, nwa abo. And when you listen to the sound, bo, you should know we're supposed to have a dot underneath the O. It's not the regular O. Okay, so nwa abo, ro, abo. There should be a dot. So we're going to add it now. If I'm too fast, let me know, please. I want to slow down because I want you to get it. Nwa abo, ro. We have another O with a dot. And if you pay attention the way I'm pronouncing it, I didn't say O because the regular O is O. The other one is O, which is the long vowel. So, okay, so we're going to touch base on the vowels again. We have 8 different vowels. We have long ones and we have short ones. So we're going to do it again. But pay attention. If you did, I don't know if you did go over your alphabet, you should know, hear the sound when I pronounce a word. Nwa agbọghọbịa. Nwa okorobịa. Okay, so don't forget the word I'm saying here. When I say it, I want you to repeat it to yourself. Okay, but do not unmute yourself. You can say the word, but do not unmute yourself, please. Nwa okorobịa. Or you can say okorobịa means a teenage boy. Okay, okorobịa. Okay, when you say teenage boys, that's where I'm getting to now. Okay, teenage boys, you have no way of putting that S in Igbo language other than making it, putting what? Omo. Please pay attention. Omo. That is the only way. There's no such a thing as S there in Igbo word, okay? Like adding it to make it plural. No, you can't do it that way. The only way to make it plural is when you put omo or nde. Omo. Marble. Marble means or, marble. Nde. Nde. These are the only 2 ways for you to make it, okay? Okay. So now we're going to say now teenage boys. Okay, so let's make it plural. We're trying to do the plural form of it. Omo. Come on. Omo okoro. Why is this in there in a second? Okoro bia. Omo okoro bia. Okay? Remember I say you can say nwa okorobia or okorobia. It is the same thing. You can say here umu okorobia. Okay, this is how you make it plural. Plural, plural, please. Now we can say, or you can say ndi okorobia. You can also say ndi umu okorobia. But by the time you will use ndi okorobia, when you're trying to go direct to what you're trying to say, ndi okorobia, okay? Or if you want to just say indirectly, or maka umu okorobia, okay? It's for the boys. It's for the boys. It's for the teenage boys. Or maka umu okorobia, okay? That's how you do it. Now, we do girls, teenage girls. Let me try to put it together for you. Okay. Okay, so now teenage girls. We're going to say ụmụ agbọghọbịa. All right, that's how you're going to say it. Okay, teenage girls, making it plural now. Okay, teenage girls, you say ụmụ. I know you know what I'm saying. So we're not gonna, I cannot stress it enough. So you know what I'm saying. Omo,
Auntie,
abo,
someone
ro.
said you're going too fast.
I'm going too fast?
Yeah, in the chat, someone said you're going too fast.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna slow down. I thought that I'm too boring because I'm too slow, but okay, I'm gonna slow down. Okay, I'm gonna slow down. 1 second. Okay, ụmụ agbọghọbịa. Agbọghọbịa. Okay, nwa agbọghọ, or you can say nwa agbọghọbịa. Nwa agbọghọbịa, or nwa agbọghọ, nwa agbọghọ. Nwa agbọghọ. Okay, nwa agbọghọ. Ụmụ agbọghọbịa or ụmụ agbọghọ, it is the same. You can say ụmụ agbọghọbịa or you can say ụmụ agbọghọ. Ụmụ agbọghọ. Okay, ụmụ agbọghọ. All right, so now let me repeat again. I know somebody said that I'm a little bit too fast. Okay, so let's back up. Let's back up. Today, we are doing nouns, okay? And noun in Igbo is called mkpo aha. And you know noun means, something like referring to person, place, or things, okay? So I am trying to tell you or show you how to use the word in Igbo. And then some of the things that you might be confused, okay, try to translate something from English to Igbo. And if you translate it that way, just literally the way it is written in English, you might end up getting a wrong interpretation. Okay, that's the point I'm trying to make here. Sometimes it doesn't go that way. So in Igbo, when you're trying to do that, do some words or say some words, you will not get something like a man, the man, a woman, the woman. No, it is not like that in Igbo. Okay, you won't see it that way. But everything is based on the contents of your sentence. So I'm giving you an example here. Like, if you want to say nwanyị, which is a woman, okay? Nwanyị means a woman when it comes to gender. A man is nwoke, okay? Remember, we are doing noun here. Nwoke, you can say nwanyị can mean woman, a woman, or the woman. This is it. So in Igbo, you can't put it that way, but all you have is nwanyị. Then nwoke, or you can put it, you can mean, nwoke in Igbo can mean a man, the man, okay? Now, giving you an example, when you're trying to put it that way, like if you want to make a sentence and you put it in a plural form, like you say, men, women, children. You see what I'm saying? Books, you can say books. You can't put S when you're putting it in Igbo. In Igbo, books means akwụkwọ. A paper also means akwụkwọ, okay? So the way for you to put it in a plural way is akwụkwọ ndị ahụ, okay? Akwụkwọ ndị ahụ. So these are the words, 2 words you're going to use to make your sentence in Igbo plural. You want to say women, you say ụmụ nwanyị. Ụmụ nwanyị. Okay? You want to say men. Ụmụ nwoke. Or you can say ndị nwoke. Ndị nwoke. You can also say ụmụ nwanyị or ndị nwanyị. Ndị nwanyị. Now you say, coming to children, you say ụmụaka, because that's the only way for you to make it plural, okay? Ụmụaka, okay? Now you see, maybe you want to say dogs. Dogs. This is how you say it. What word are we looking for? Omo, nketa. We're still going to do animals. I have a category where I'm mapped out for us to do just animals, but we are not doing animals today. But I'm just giving examples, okay? Examples means emato, emato. When you're pronouncing Igbo word, just to make it very, very easy, okay? Break it in syllables. Break the word in syllables. For example, if you remember when we did head to toe, one of the favorite words for a lot of people, okay, like the lips, they say, egbuboro ono. It makes some people laugh, so they're like just giggle and giggle, okay, but some of them just their favorite word. So, egbuboro, egbuboro ono. Then once you break it into syllables, you can enunciate it, you can pronounce it very well. Egbuboro ono. Egbuboro ono. Let me see. Some people are having time coming in. Let me see. I see if you're chatting, you won't have time to listen. No chatting here, okay? Just listen to me. You will have time to ask me a question, okay? Listen, this is tricky. And if you don't pay attention, you will miss it. So break a word into pieces and then join it together, okay? In syllables. Okay, now, agbọghọbịa, okorobịa. What is this here? Let me see. I see some people are shouting. Please, you don't shout here. Just wait until after the class is over. ABC, Norma. Norma, if you're doing this, you need to stop. You don't stop, I will block you and I will take you out of the class. Okay, stop. You keep chatting and chatting. You are not even chatting about what we are doing. You've done it before. So this is the last warning. Norma, you need to stop. I need you to stop right now, okay? Just reserve your question. You're distracting others in this class. And last time, one of your friends said she started warning you to stop distracting them. So Norma, this is the last warning. I need you to stop. If you're here to learn, I need you to learn. If you're here to chat during class, then I will tell your parents, I will take you out and I won't take you in again. So see that as the last warning, Norma. I don't want you to continue to do this. You're distracting a lot of people in this class. Thank you. All right, sorry about that, everyone. So what I'm saying is this, learn to use the plural. Even if it's the only thing you get from this class today, that's fine. But don't make the mistake of trying to, put S at the end of wines. No, 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 no. Just wine, okay? Okay, so now let me say something here. Igbo nouns are not made plural by adding an S. No, you don't do that, okay? Do not add S. You don't add S at the end, okay? It is not the same as English word, all right? So to make noun plural in Igbo, you can either use yomo, omo. Some people used to say you know. No, when it comes to Igbo word, o pronounce it like some people, if they want to call neka, they say neka, neka. No, correct whoever is pronouncing your name that way. Some people say ngozi, they say negazi. No, 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 no. Don't let them continue to pronounce your name that way. No, tell them this is the way to pronounce my name. Ngozi, you make the sound with your palate, your inner voice. Ngozi, Ngozi, Nneka. There's nothing like a Uneka or this and that. No. Uzoma, you let them calling you Uzi. You are not Uzi. You are Uzo Oma. Tell them the right way to pronounce your name, okay? So you use, when you're pronouncing Omo, it's not Yomo. It is not Yomo. It is Omo. Omo. Then Nde. Ndi. Okay. All right. So we are moving on. Make your note if you have a question here. Okay, because I will give you time to ask your question. We'll have 1 hour in this class, so you will have tons of time to ask your question. Okay, so these are the things I just said. Now, another example here I'm going to give here is when I'm trying to say, Ndi Georgia, the Georgians, okay? Georgians, okay? Okay, New Yorkers, Californians, okay? So I put the examples here. So for you to say, Ndi Georgia, Ndi California, Ndi New York, it means California people, Georgia. Okay, let me see. Let me make it big because I don't know if you can see it. All right, I think it's big enough. All right, so let's say that I'm trying to say New York people, California people, Georgia people, DC people, Ndi France. Okay, okay. So let's do this. California people. So this is what you're gonna say. Ndi California, Ndi Georgia, Ndi New York. Okay, if you want to say, okay, Omo Ndi New York children. Okay, so Omo Ndi New York, Omo New York, so things like that. So pay attention. I think I've given you enough examples here. I don't see any other thing, okay, other than putting Georgians and New York. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say here. Let me put this. Okay. All right, so if you're doing something and if you want to say, okay, I have my bags. I have my bags. Okay, so let's make example now. My bags. My bags. Your bags. Okay, let's see. My shoes. Their shoes. Okay, so if you want to say my bags, okay. Akpam ndia, okay? Akpam ndia. You can't say omo here. You're not gonna say omo. Oh, amunwe akpandia, okay? They are my bag, okay? I see Nena, you just living with two bags, for example, or three. Okay, I say, uh-oh, whose bags are there? Are those? Whose bags? I say, akpam, how? Oh, akpam munwe akpandia. Akpandia bunkem, these bags are mine. These bags are mine, okay? These bags, akpa India. You see where India comes in there. You can also say, depending on how good you are in speaking Igbo, Umu akpandia. They do say that. Umu akpandia. These bags are mine. Umu akpandia. They join them together. You can say, akpandia bu nkem. These bags are mine. Okay? Okay. These bags are yours. Your bags. Or nginwe akpandia. It belongs to you. It belongs to you. Nginwe apa ndia. 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 Okay. Okay. My shoes. Akpụkpọ ụkwụ. Okay. Shoes means akpụkpọ ụkwụ. All right. Akpụkpọ ụkwụ. Akpụkpọ. Now let me break it for you. Akpụ. So that you know what I'm talking about when you're breaking it in syllables. So when you do that, then you should be easy to pronounce. Akpo, bo. Ko. Okay, so I'm gonna add the punctuations. Akpụkpọ ko. All right. Okay. Akpụkpọ ko. Akpụkpọ ko. Akpụ. Now you can also do this. Akpụ. Akpụkpọ ko. Akpụkpọ ko. Then, because it is possessive, you put M. Akpụkpọ kwum. My akpụkpọ kwum. Now we are not done. Remember, we have plural there. Okay? Akpụkpọ kwum. If you only just say my shoe, that's what it is. But when you say my shoes, akpụkpọ kwum ndia. Ndia. Okay? Akpụkpọ kwum ndia. All right? You can say there. Akpụkpọ kwum ndia, depending on everything you're saying in Igbo, it depends on the content of what you're trying to say. Okay? Akpụkpọ ụkwụ ndia bụ nke ha. Okay? Ndia. Remember when we did our pronouns? And for some of you, the new ones, please go to the YouTube channel and review the pronouns. You see them there, okay? And it's gonna help you when it comes to mine, me, you, theirs, ours, okay? So it, has, his. So you need to go over all these things. It's very easy. And if you have questions, you can ask me a question. You can test, okay? All right, so akpụkpọ ụkwụ. See how you break it? You break it and then it's gonna be easy for you. All right, so we're gonna move on here. I want to say something. Let me give you more examples up here because I don't want you to be confused. When you want to say those pots. Okay, let's see. Okay. Ite. Pot means ite. Now you see, remember we are talking about not always will a noun come first or. So I need you to pay attention to this. Remember we did last time demonstrative pronoun. Okay. Not always. Noun can sometimes be first. The pronoun can come last. Even verb and adverb. We're gonna get to those. But now those pots. Now pot is gonna come first because I remember somebody asked that question before. Okay, so we are doing it now. So those pots. Ite means pot. Ite, pot. Ite means pot. Okay. Ite. Ndị ahụ. Okay. Ite. Ndị ahụ. Ite. Ndị ahụ means those pots. Ite ndị ahụ. Those pots. Okay. So ndị are represented the plural there. Okay. But when you say pot, the pot. Now pay attention. I don't want to make it bold. When you say the pot, you see, all you have is just ite. Ite. You see what I'm saying here? So all you have here is just ite. That's all. When you say a pot, ite. The pot, ite. So there's nothing like trying to put that a or there. Okay. When you're trying to do the plural, there's nothing like putting that s other than using omo or nde. Okay. So pay attention to this. The pot, a pot. It is always pot. Okay, you want to say the broom, the house. Okay, Ola means house, the house. Ola. There's no other way to put it. Okay, so I need you to pay attention. Now I think I'm gonna give you time to ask questions. I don't want to load so much. I want to make sure that you really get it. I want to make sure you got it. This part that we did today, that you got it. So we're gonna stop here. I'll give you time to ask questions. I see somebody raising hand. Ihe dị m n'uche. Okay, ngwa jụọ ajụjụ gị. Do not forget how we introduce before we ask question. And remember, we added something last time. Enwere m ajụjụ. You introduce yourself and you tell me you have a question. And then you ask the question. Aha m bụ ihe dị m n'uche. Enwere m ajụjụ. That's the example. Somebody is drawing. I need you to stop. Please stop drawing something right now. Do not draw anything. Okay? I can see it because I'm sharing the screen with you guys. So whatever you're doing, I can see it. I need you to stop to avoid distracting people. Okay, ihe dị m n'uche ngwa.
Aha m bụ ihe dị m n'uche.
Go ahead. Go ahead, say it, I'll correct you.
Well,
Enwere m ajụjụ.
enwere m ajụjụ.
Destiny, I see that you're raising her hands. Wait, after you have them noche, you ask your question, okay?
Enwere m ajụjụ.
Yes. Thank you. Dalo.
Can you type out how to say my bags in Igbo?
My bags. I thought I did. Wait a minute.
No, you said it, but you didn't type it out.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, let's do it. Okay. My bags. Okay. I put it somewhere. Maybe I don't know. Okay. Akpa m dia. Akpa. Akpa means bag. Okay. Bag. The bag means akpa. A bag means akpa. Wait, let me start from there now. And then we go down. Okay. Bag. Let's say the bag. Akpa. My bag. Okay. No. Bags. I want to say. My bags. Okay. Akpam. Remember mine, the M there is possessive. It's referring to you. And pay attention. Now moves. So it's not still. Don't say, okay, why should noun come first? Why should the pronoun come? No, it doesn't go happen like that. Okay, akpam ndia. All right. So you can space it or you can put it together. All right. So you got it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Ngwa Destiny. Go ahead.
Aha m bụ Destiny. Enwere ajụjụ?
Okay. Enwere m ajụjụ. Go ahead.
Enwere m ajụjụ.
Enwere m ajụjụ.
Enwere m.
Now say it again. Enwere m.
Enwere.
Good. Ajụjụ.
So you said umu and ndi could for plural. Is there specific, like I just use umu for people and then ndi for like things? Are they specific to?
Okay. Now, okay, if I get you, let me see if I get your question right. You're trying to find out about when you say people. Let's break it down, okay? People means ndị mmadụ. Ndị mmadụ, that's the meaning of people, okay? Now, if I get your question correct, let me ask your question again, Destiny.
So is there like, are there rules to when you have to use ndi and when you have to use umu?
Yes, that's the noun and the grammatical way of using the plural, okay, when you're trying to make something plural. Remember in English, it's like you add S to it, or AIS, you see what I'm saying? But in Igbo, you cannot put S. The only way to make your word plural is when you put omo. Or if you want to say, my friends, okay, If you want to say now, my friends. You see what? How do you say it? How do you do it, Destiny? Based on what we did already. Tell me, how do you say my friends? To make it plural in Igbo.
Friends is enyi.
Go ahead, say it. Don't be afraid. Say it. I'll correct you.
Enyi.
Okay. Okay. If you wanna say my friend, how do you say my friend? Without the S. Don't make it plural now. My friend.
My friend.
My friend now. Just only my friend.
Enyim.
Enyim. There you go. Enyim. Wonderful. Now, my friends, remember we've been doing plural, plural, plural. Now, we've been doing the noun in plural form. So tell me, how do you say my friends? How do you make it plural in Igbo?
Enyim ndia.
Okay. Enyimundia. It's okay. The only time you say enyimundia. Okay, so if you want to say enyimundia, that is a little bit quick. It is not that correct. But remember what I said before. Remember, you can move it around. Now, you can put noun first or last. Try it the other way.
So instead,
Ndi enyim, ndi enyim. You see that ndi enyim. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I want you to say, because we've been doing just ndi enyim. You see that? Now, if you want to tell me these children, these are my friends' children. See that? This, okay, if you want to tell me, okay, this is your friend and this is her children. How do you say that? So let's put this one. Nde enyim. That's how you say it. My friend is enyim. Now you want to say my friend's children. Now, if somebody, can you try to tell me how to say my friend's children? Just try, just try. I want to make sure that you're comprehending here. Just try something.
Umu enyim.
Umu enyim. Okay, now who said this? I said, please introduce yourself so that I will know who said it.
Ogechi.
Ogechi, dalo, 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 dalo. Umu enyim. Guys, you see what we're talking about? Children, when you're making something plural. Okay? Now, if you want to tell me your siblings, my siblings, how do you say that? You want to say my siblings, guys? Try. I need somebody to try, please. I am so happy somebody got it.
You get it on YouTube?
Say it again. I think your network. Okay, okay, go ahead and tell me.
Wanyam.
Again?
Wanyam.
One name. No, one name means my sibling. But I want you to be plural. My siblings. Let me put it down. My siblings. That's what we're doing.
Umu nwanye.
No, umu nwanye means women. Okay, now my siblings means umu nnem. Umu nnem. Okay. Umu nnem. Okay, that's what we're doing. Umu nnem, and then don't forget to say mine. Umu nnem. You see the noun is coming first in here. Umu nnem. That's what my siblings. When you say my sister, okay? My brother, you're gonna say, one is just a sibling. One is just sibling. One means a sibling. Okay, somebody is raising hand. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's Ihedim Nuchengwa.
That was on accident.
Okay. Okay. Somebody, any other question? Guys, come on. I want you guys to ask me questions. I should not be the only one talking. Come on, ask me a question.
Excuse me?
I'm aware.
I have 67 people here. I need you to ask me a question, please.
Excuse me? So what? You should. So why is there?
I think your brother or your sister is talking. Can you tell him or her to stop talking? Okay, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask me the question again. Is your mom or dad at home? Because I need them to take whoever is making the making noise.
My mom is home.
Can you tell your mom to hold your sibling because we need to listen to the question, please? Okay, go ahead. Tell me your name and then ask your question.
My name is Emeka.
Say it in Igbo. Ahambo. Now say it that way.
Huh?
Say ahambo.
Ahambo Emeka.
Yes, Dalu Emeka. Ask your question.
Okay, my question is, why is there plural in noun in Igbo?
Why what?
Why is there plural in the Igbo?
There's plural in everything, Emeka. Like when you, in English, when you want to say, if you are telling your brother, okay, I'm going to mute you, but just listen to me, okay? You will hear what I'm saying, but I'm muting you. Don't unmute it, because I don't want to hear your brother screaming, okay? All right, so there is plural in what we say every day. If you want to say, you know, you have one marker and you want to say two, that's plural. I have two markers. You can't say anymore, I have two markers. You see that? It is the same thing in Igbo. When you say one person, it's singular. When you say two people, it's not, you can't say two, you can't say two person. No. So in Igbo, you can say, in English, you can say one person, which is ofuonye. One person means ofuonye. Then, if you say two people, you can say mado abo, because people means mado. Then mado, ndi mado abo. Now, if you want to say two school children, and you want to say two school children, you have to say omo. Then the plural children means it's plural. It's no longer one student. You want to say one student, it's singular. You want to say two students. Students, the S there is going to make it plural. And then we have plural in Igbo too. If you want to say two students, the only way to make it plural, because two students is plural. Plural means when something is more than one. Emeka, I hope, don't unmute it. When something is more than one, that's plural. So you have either you add S to it, but in Igbo, you can't do that, okay? When something is more than one, that is plural. Then in Igbo, to make something that is more than one plural is by adding omo or nde if it is the object, okay? When you are talking about somebody, people, or if you want to say students, omo akwụkwọ. Omo akwụkwọ means student. So Emeka, I hope I answered your question. If you feel like I didn't answer it well, go ahead and test me on the forum, on the platform. Okay, ask more questions. Everybody, ask more questions. You're free to ask questions there. I don't want you to feel shy. I don't want you to be afraid. Ask your question. And you don't ask question, you don't get your answer. You don't get to learn. I want you to learn. Okay?
So there's plural everywhere.
There's plural, yes, Emeka, yeah. If you have one bike and then you make it two, it's plural, Emeka. You get it now?
So they added S.
Okay, Emeka, if you have one orange, that's one singular. If you added another one, it's oranges. It's no longer singular. It's now plural because you have two. You see that? Did you hear me, Emeka?
So like person is one person singular. But
yes, one person is singular and two people is plural. Okay. All right, you got it?
Yes.
Tell your brother I'm going to come and get him and take him to my house. If you continue to make that noise, tell your mommy, okay, I'm gonna come and get your brother.
I have a question.
All right, I'm joking, Emeka. All right, any other question before we close today?
I have a question.
Who is talking?
Ahamu Azoma.
Azoma, okay, ngwa. Juajuju.
How do you say my sibling?
My
name
sibling.
Is Noma. My sibling's name is Noma.
Okay,
Naoma.
all right. My siblings.
I'm gonna write this down.
Name is what is your sibling's name again?
Naoma.
Emma.
Naoma.
Naoma. Okay. Is it Norma that you're calling Naoma? What's her Igbo name?
Noma.
Okay, now. And what's your name?
Naoma.
Gịnị bụ aha gị? Gịnị bụ aha gị? Zam ya n'Igbo. Aha m bụ.
Naoma. Neoma.
Okay, Norma. Norma. Can you pronounce Norma?
Noma.
I want you to make the sound with your inner voice, okay? Truth. Norma.
Noma.
Norma.
Noma.
Okay, good. All right. So that's how you should be pronouncing your name from now onward, please. Norma. All right. My sibling's name is Oma. Okay. So this is how you say it. Aha. Or some people say afa. Just know they mean the sentence. Afa, one name. One name is sibling. Just one name. The meaning of one name is sibling. Aha, one name. And that M is representing the M. It's representing the mine. One name. Aha, one name. Bo Neoma. You see how you say that? Aha, one name bo Nama. So Nama, that's how you say it, okay? And please always pronounce your name right, okay?
Okay.
All right. Any other question? Because we're about to close now.
I have a question, Auntie.
You have to remember we say enwerem ajụjụ because I need you to start saying the words.
Enwerem ajụjụ.
Kedu onye na-ekwunu? Kedu onye na-ekwunu? Kedu aha gị?
Aha m bụ Nneka.
Nneka. Okay, Nneka, ngwa jụọ ajụjụ.
So at the beginning of the note, I was wondering what iji ma atu means. Is that supposed to mean?
Okay, yes. Iji ma atu. Remember, I put it there in parentheses, but I will send the note too. It means to give example. Ima atu is example. Like a teacher will say, let me give example. Ima atu. That's the meaning of it. So I will send the note. Don't worry. You didn't miss it. Everything is there. I'm going to send it to the platform. You can print it out or you have your parent to help you print it out. So ematu means to give example. That's what you call it in Igbo. Ematu. So instead of saying tomorrow, talking to your friend or your sibling or say, you say, okay, I'm going to give you example. okay, about what I'm trying to say. You say, okay, agam ama ato. Agam, I will give you an example. Agam ama ato. I will give you an example. That's basically what it is. And then ajuju means question. And that's what I want you to say. When you introduce yourself and you tell me I have a question. I have a question means, this is how you say it in Igbo. Enwerem ajuju. I have a question. Enwerem ajuju. Enwerem ajuju. I have a question. You got it? Neka.
Yeah.
Okay. What is ya? How do you say ya in Igbo? How do you say yes in Igbo? You say eh. Okay, you say eh. Okay, I see somebody raising hands. We have 2 more minutes left.
Aha bụ Chelotam Akụbọza.
Chelotam. One more thing to say. One more thing to say.
Oh, how do you say?
You didn't tell me you have a question. I need
I don't
you
know
to
how
say
to.
it. Yes, you do. Try it. I will correct you. You don't get it right, I'll correct you. Go ahead. I have 3 more people raising their hands.
Ajuju.
Here you go. You see? I told you, you know it.
That was
All
my
right,
question. That was my question.
What was the question?
How to say that sentence.
But you know it. You see, the problem is that you know how to say it, all of you, but you don't want to say it. Don't say you don't know. You don't know it. Try. Say it. Let mommy, let daddy correct you. Okay? Say
okay,
it.
Auntie.
Don't shy away from. I don't care whether they're laughing at you. They're laughing. They're not really laughing at you, but you know it's funny the way you say. But it doesn't matter. Yeah. The thing I want you to do is this: say it. If you keep shying away from saying it, you won't be able to say it. So I want you to be able to say it, okay?
Okay, Auntie.
Good.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. Okay.
Or
another person raising hand. Go ahead. Okay, so we don't have any other question. Okay, so if you have a question, please feel free to post it on the platform, okay? So I thank all of you today for coming to class. And remember, you can go to YouTube channel. Please, somebody is writing something. Stop. Go to YouTube channel, log in there, subscribe so that whenever I post any lesson, you'll be forced to get it. Subscribe there. You need to subscribe. You need to view the lesson. Some of you don't even go to view the lesson. You have to do that. Please, please, please. It's going to help you to learn the Igbo well. Okay? You have a question, post it. All right? I will be glad to respond to you whenever I'm free. Okay? I will surely respond to you. Unu emeela o. Ndewonu. Ka ọ dị ụbọchị ọzọ.
Dalu.
Ndewo. All right.
Dalu.
Ndewo.